Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special afternoon session where I often come back on to complete out free readings from the morning session if I didn't get through a large portion of them. So I am coming back on just to complete those up. You'll notice there's no chat available because I'm not taking any new requests for this session, but I'll be back in like 3 hours for my evening session and also tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time and also tomorrow morning and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain. So please be sure to join me there. I am going to be using this beautiful deck, the Sanctus Concordia Tarot deck by Christopher Lee, and he's extended a offer to any of my followers. You can get 10% off the deck if you want to order it. The link to the website and the code is listed in the description box. If you're interested, you can check it out. Beautiful, beautiful deck. I just got it a couple days ago and I am loving it. I also, after I finish these readings, I will post a pinned comment in the bottom of the video with the order in which the readings were completed so you can find your reading there. All right, so let's get into it. First up, we left off with Sarup Bobby this morning, and he wanted to know if there was any new job coming for you. You're trying really hard any time frame. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know here? What about this job? A new job coming for you. What would they like you to know? All right. Well, good. We like this. You've got the Four of Wands, which is joy and celebration. You also have the Chariot, which is victory and movement coming forward here. You do have the Chariot, the power of choice energy coming in, which does tell you that the speed at which it comes in is all up to you. It's how fast you beat those horses. Do they have the horses here? No, the Chariot doesn't have anything. So you're the one that's propelling your chariot forward. How do we do that? Well, every moment is a choice between lower vibrational energies like missingness. If I feel like I'm missing a job, if I have fear around what will not come in or will come in or not leave my life or not, all those fears or what we hate around something. When we're focusing on those lower vibrational energies, it will draw us into slowness. We'll draw in things that are of that energy and experiences that are of that energy. But if we start focusing on higher vibration, on joy, on gratitude, on unconditional love, laughter, that higher vibration, that's what speeds things up, draws in those higher vibrational things faster. So I like that for you. You do have a job coming in even on the bottom of the deck. You've got the Six of Wands, which is another victory card. So there definitely is something in store for you here. But the more that you focus on what you're grateful for in life, and grateful that they're going to bring in the perfect job and the perfect timing, things will speed up and things will come in faster there for you. So, I mean, it could be as early as next week, and it could be longer if we focus on our fears and lower vibrational energy. So, you're not at the whim of the outside world. Your energy and your choices of story, of emotion, of energy, and of action are all up to you. Higher vibration brings in things faster. Higher vibration, lower vibration brings in lower vibrational things, but slow as well. All right, so that's what they got for you, Swaroop. Hang in there. I love that it's in your hands for the energy there. So many blessings. So sorry. All right, Shay B, you are up next. You want to know David's feelings and thoughts towards you. So we'll pull a card for what are their current feelings, which may or may not have anything to do with you at all, right? People's feelings and their thoughts are all happening inside of them based on the world that they're experiencing and what's going on inside of them, right? So it could change from moment to moment depending on if they're feeling stressed or not feeling good. They can have lower vibration. If they're in a good mood, then they're going to think higher, and it can change from moment to moment. But we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. So when they look at you, they're seeing themselves. So keep that in mind when we're looking at these kind of questions. And the feelings here, you do have the world card. So their feelings are that of a restart, of leaving behind old ways of thinkings and cycles and beginning of new adventures, right? There is these feelings of wanting freedom and no, they just want these emotions to be able to flow without expectation, without constriction. They want this adventure type of feel, but not have to say, well, this is my intention. This is what I want, blah, 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 blah. They just want to experience and go forward. That's the kind of emotion that's coming in here for them. And it's been transforming. I feel like they might have gotten to this point of just feeling stressed about trying to complete this long list of supposed tos in their life, which again, long before you came into their life, they already had this being reinforced in their life. So it could or could not be anything to do with any pressure that's coming from you. It could already be pre-existing there. Another major arcana too, with the moon card. And the moon card is there's a lot of hidden and unknown things below the surface here. Some unseen thoughts that are churning down below. And all of this comes from the subconscious. We have like a inner child, an emotional inner child, and a mental inner child. And the mental inner child are all these beliefs that were formed by emotions, but they formed like between 7 and 14. So they've got a lot of these expectations. I feel like with both of these cards, you know, you got the world and the moon, and there's this definitely this planetary type of energy that's coming in here about their world feels like it's changing, like it's going through significant transformation, but there's so much bubbling below the surface, so much emotion that's impacting so much of their thinking that I just feel like spirit saying, you know, try not to define yourself by how they feel and think towards you because that's about them. Look more towards asking yourself, how do you feel and think about yourself? That's what you can do. And how do you feel and think about them? They're a mirror for you as well. So whatever you're seeing in them means there's something that you can look at similar to that energy inside yourself. And so this is a big growth time for you, Shay. It's like you're definitely seeing things bubble to the surface on your own side and you're like, okay, this is what I feel like I need to look at. What do I need to reflect upon myself here? Because I feel like they're just in this whole world of change and things bubbling up, and there's so much uncertainty and unknown, and they feel lost. And it's like, when you're trying to find out, well, what do they think and feel about me? It's like someone doing somersaults in a tornado. I wonder what they're thinking of me right now. They're probably thinking, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Not about you at all. They're all flipping around and going. So that's what's coming in there for you, Shaby. Sorry. That's what's coming through at this time. But that's their energy, what they're going through. So a lot of confusion that's happening. But definitely take the time to reflect on yourself because that's where the most of your energy, most beneficial use of your energy is, right? All right, Shay, that's what they have. So many blessings. And then Magana, hello, hello, hi. So, how does SW currently feel about you? You just randomly felt asking, okay, we'll take a look here. Say best right now with their energies right now, because other people's feelings towards us, as I was just mentioning to Shay, change from moment to moment and really have not a whole lot to do with us, right? And we got the Two of Swords here. The Two of Swords is in this place of closing their heart and opening their eyes, but kind of this um, standing at the fork in the road. And on one side, they feel like, wow, they could see that you are this catch, this, this feeling, the King of Pentacles is abundance and fullness of the outside world. And what's the other option? It's blank over here. And there's this energy of like, but what if, am I, it's like, they're showing me, what was it? The Price is Right, if you ever watched that show. It's like a TV game show. And they would have, "You can take this or what's behind curtain number 2," and it's like, "I wonder what that is," and people would choose that, and sometimes it'd be a brand new car. Other times it's a donkey, and they're like, "What?" And it's like, "Oh, no, I should have chosen this other thing." And there's this indecision, this fear of making wrong choices of, well, I mean, it seems like, a good thing, but what if? What is there something else? What if am I choosing the right person? They have all this unknowingness or indecision that they're just wanting to, what if there's something like so much more too, right? It has a lot to do with their reflection of their inner world, of course. So if they don't feel that fullness about themselves, then they're not gonna be able to feel that fullness with someone else, you know what I mean? Because you can't love someone else more than to the extent you love yourself, nor receive love from others more than to the extent you, love yourself, so, there's this energy that comes in here of worth, but on their part of their worth, so, hopefully that makes sense, Magana, but that's what's coming in right now. For this moment, another moment could be completely different. That's the thing about the humans' fickleness of their emotions. All right. That's what they have. So many blessings to you. And then Ms. Rakbayin, hello, hello. You'd like a general reading. So let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know right now. All right. So you do have this change of things coming in here with your sense of worth because you've got the 5 of Pentacles, which is the transformative energy of the pentacles of worth. It moves from feeling like you're abandoned, left behind, left out in the cold, worthless, to this Ace of Pentacles, which is discovering your worth in relationship to the outside world in higher ways. You add the 5 and the 1 together. Oops, didn't mean to slap my microphone there. Sorry about that if that was loud. Um, but the 6 of Pentacles, it's the balancing out of the worth that's coming in here. I have a Take 10 with Zen. I'm not sure if I've mentioned to you before, but we have a Take 10 with Zen playlist on the main page. And episode 5 talks about the 6 of Pentacles, the balancing out of this out of balance worth, which means the rate of exchange, where we feel we're taught when we're younger, I have to give 1,000 love coins to this person who's important to me, only to get a small portion back. And it becomes your rate of exchange that seeps down into your subconscious. That's been running on autopilot ever since. But it talks about how you can bring it to your consciousness and how you can transform that where it's balances out life. If you feel like you have this force field, keeping out love, keeping out abundance, keeping out jobs, promotions, whatever it may be, that's your inner child going, no, we don't deserve that yet. It's in charge of the force fields. And so as long as that's running on autopilot, it's believing what it learned a long time ago. So once we bring that to our consciousness, that can bring down those force fields. That can bring in change and abundance into your life as well. So we like that. So that's what they have for you, Mizrak. Many blessings to you. Then we have Water Bearer. Hey, Water Bearer. So what lessons are you said, supposed to learn from the relationship that ended with B? You feel the need to learn the lessons and heal from this. Absolutely. So let's take a look here and see why you chose this to happen for you, because you are the one that ordered this. They'll show you the signature on the bottom of the form, the order form. Here's your name. It's like, okay, what did I want to learn through this, right? So let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants to share with you here about this relationship here. Okay. Well, yeah. So you got two eights and the five of we got. So you got the 5 of Cups first, which the 5 of Cups, huge lesson there, because usually it has 3 spilt cups, which is the energy of our lower vibration of those lower emotions. And what it teaches us, because they'll have the 2 cups down here on the bottom, that represent our power of emotional choice. And one of the things that we learn as we go through this life, we come down here on purpose to experience lower vibrational emotions, to experience unhappiness and sadness and all those, to understand what joy is. We come down here to experience chaos, so we understand what peace is, conditional love, to understand unconditional love. It's a place of opposites here. It's like this tapestry back here that has, if it was all beige, you wouldn't see the design. If it was all black, you wouldn't see the design. But because we have the black shadow, you're able to see the design here of the Om symbol, the breath of God, of creator, of who you are. And so we understand more about ourselves by experiencing the lower vibrational emotions. So we come down here on purpose to experience that, to understand that. And part of our waking up is when we experience things that don't work out the way we think they're supposed to. You've got the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. This is about movement and flow, so I like this. You will heal from this. It's not really so much healing as you're going to understand why it is you wanted to experience in it, and you transform those emotions from meaning something about you to transforming it into higher wisdom and higher knowledge, higher the capital T truths that come in from it all. So you do have this come in here. It's part of your transformation. And, the 2 of Cups shows us that every moment is an emotional choice between either that lower vibrational or the higher vibrational. Any pain that we feel is rooted in fear, because the prick in our heart that feels like heartbreak is actually fear. Like when we get startled by someone, it's like, well, all that, oh God, you scared me, and then we see it's nothing to be scared of, and our heart returns back to normal, stops beating out of our chest. Well, emotional monsters, emotional things that happen, that same prick in our heart, but because it hasn't been resolved, the belief around that what their actions mean I'm unlovable, that's the fear monster, and that's what creates this fear, and it loops it until we're distracted or we go to sleep, and then the heartbreak stops. It's actually heart fear, because we're not thinking about it, and then we something reminds us of it, and we're like, "Oh, the heartbreak is back." It's like, "No, the fear is back." What am I fearing? And something that helps in looking at those things, I have this every morning that I read. Ask, what or who am I fearing? What or who am I trying to control? And what or who am I trying to fix? And usually that'll identify the fears for me, showing me of what I'm trying to alter, what I'm trying to change in someone else or in some situation. And that does help transform, because whenever we have fears, it's usually because we have this long list of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts that were given all growing up, these popular opinions. We take them on as our own opinion, our own habits. And then when things happen in the outside world or don't happen in the outside world, we're like, oh, that means something about me. We are taught to define ourselves by those. But that's where the clarity comes in, is that other people's actions or non-actions, words or non-words don't define me. I'm the one who assigns the story to that. I'm the one who decides the emotions. I'm the one who decides the energy and my actions. But there's a lot of advisors telling us what it should mean, supposed to feel, blah, 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 but we get to decide. And so that's part of the power that comes in here. With those 2 cups on the 3 of Cups is you get to choose what it means, how you feel about it, and what emotions that it can be. I know when I got 3 out of my 5 relationships, they went outside of the relationship, out of our committed relationship. They broke the rules, and it hurt. It hurt like a mofo, and because I was defining their actions, myself by their actions, right? And then post shadow, looking back, doing the shadow work, Spirit asked, "Well, what did you learn from these people?" And, "Well, people can be bastards," you know? And they're like, "No, no, that's not what we meant." So, you know, they cheated on you. Who were you cheating on? I'm like, "Well, I was always faithful to everyone." I go, "So," and they're like, "Well, if you're supposed to, not just supposed to, but if your definition comes from your capital T, no, your sorry, your capital S self-worth, right? But you went outside of yourself to define yourself. You were cheating on yourself with them." And I'm like, "What? Say that again? Slower, slower." It was like, you cheated on your higher self because your self-worth you were defining by the outside world. And I was like, and I realized all my relationships that they all were all teachers showing me what I wanted to see about myself till I saw it. And then I'm like, "Ah, ding, 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 ding," and then I didn't need that mirror anymore. So hopefully some of that helps there for you, water bearer, fellow Aquarius. I'm sure you are. So hang in there and many blessings to you. And let me know if you have any questions on that. All right, so hang in there. All right, Needy Saravaya. Hi, hey, hey. And you'd like a general reading. All right, let's see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. What is happening in your life right now? All right. Well, I like this. Are having some change of thought and belief and mindset with this Knight of Swords. And whatever this change of looking at things from a higher perspective, it is unfolding and showing you a higher way of looking at things that does bring you this feeling of abundance. And it definitely your higher self is, and your human self are in alignment with that. Whatever these changes are, this cutting away of some old fears and thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. It clears the way for this feeling of abundance to enter your life, whatever that may be for you, whether it's riches or love or whatever this fullness and success feeling of life comes in here. But you are in the middle here of questioning a thought and a belief and mindset. So whenever you feel like a trigger coming up or a fear that's being triggered within you, and you're like, okay, where's this coming from? Why do I believe this? It's an opinion that came from somewhere, but I don't have to believe this anymore. Let me see it from a higher perspective. And you transform it from a lower vibrational belief into higher spiritual knowledge and ways of looking at things. So I like this. Whatever's coming in and challenging you is definitely coming in to set you free from something that does bring you this feeling of abundance and overflowingness that comes in. So I like it for you, and that's what they have for you right now, Needy. So many blessings to you. And then up next, we've got Felicia Fing. Hey, Felicia. Hello, hello. So, how will the interview, the interview B go for you? All right, let's take a look here based on current energies. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. All right. So right now we've got this moon energy and the devil energy. They're major arcana, so they're significant here. I feel like this interview does bring up some fears you have with the devil card, showing some belief systems you have, some things below the surface that are bubbling up. Now, this doesn't mean it goes a good way or a bad way. This is showing that this process that's unfolding for you right now is creating some anxiety. It's bringing some triggers up from the past, some old emotions and old belief systems that are connected to those emotions. And it's like, okay, why do I feel this way? Why do I believe that they won't like me or that I'll answer incorrectly or that they'll think there's someone better for the job? Why do I have these core beliefs that are bubbling below the surface that have created this cage for my heart and for my mind? And so I feel like you can do very well in the interview, but where interview anxiety comes in is right here. It's this belief system. When our little inner child feels unsafe and out of control, it bumps the intelligence out of our head, the compassion, the love, the positive vibrational energies, and it's all in attack mode. like a hissing cat, defensive, fearful, jumpy, And so I feel like there's what they're saying here is like you hold it within your hands always, of course, to how can I come back to center? How can I calm myself before I go into this interview? Listening to calm music, do breathing exercises. When I start to feel anxiety go, just make sure I'm taking a big deep breath in through my nose if I can and hold it and then releasing it out through your nose and just try to calm yourself and bring yourself down and just to know that what's meant for you will not pass you by. And the unknown is doesn't matter. We're taught that, well, what if I answer incorrectly? There's no wrong answers. They're just a matter of communicating. And if you're unsure, you ask for clarification. If they ask you a question that's unclear, just say, sure, I'd be happy to answer that for you. Are you meaning blah, blah, blah or blah, blah, blah? And they're like, oh, yeah, we mean blah, blah, blah. Okay, thank you. So, da, 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 blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be present in the moment and not, have those fears. So I feel like it's a positive, outcome that comes in with that. But there's also, just this making sure that you're not, you know, forcing yourself into something that you don't want to do either, right? But I feel like that's their answer for you. It's the ongoing answer. They're like, all right, that's a job. It's a job. It's not your dream, but it's a job. All right. So many blessings, Felicia. All right. Alphonse Fusilier. Hello, hello from San Diego. Nice warm weather down there, I'm sure, even in winter. So your question is, of course, will Lisa tell you that she does indeed want to date you? All right, let's take a look here. Of course, your question is. Let's take a look here and see. Based on current energies, will Lisa tell you that she does? Well, it could go two ways. You got the death card, which is an ending and a new beginning, and the two of wands. I feel like the two of wands there it could go either way. It could go back and forth. I feel like they're whatever and I feel like this is them going through this rebirth, this transformation that's happening there. It's funny because I had a friend named Lisa that lived in San Diego. She doesn't live there anymore. I think she's in Northern California. But when I first met her when I was like probably 14 years old, she was actually dressed as a geisha for of all things. Now that I look back at it, that probably wasn't a good idea. But she was dressed as a geisha for a it was at one of our church's potlucks, and it's the first time that we went, and I was like, "Who's that?" So that's funny. But I feel like they're going through this transformational, this rebirth right now. So their energy seems to be bouncing back and forth between things, and I almost feel like it's a time to kind of hold off while they're doing this change because they're just so inundated with so much change that's happening in their life that it's best to just kind of wait for the dust to settle before um you ask for that and you move on that and that energy. So that's what they got for you, Alphonse. So I feel like there's possibilities for the future. Just right now it's just uh they don't have the emotional energy, and it would just feel overwhelming for them where they'd be like, "No, I can't deal with this right now. Can't you see what's going on?" It's like, "Whoa, okay." So I feel like waiting is in your best interest. All right, so that's what they got for you, Alphonse. Many blessings. And then Jaysha Gooden, hello, hello. You want to know, should you commit to looking out the window or give up and try something else? Will the journey be worth it? Okay, let's take a look here and see what Spirit doesn't have any shoulds, of course. They've got everything is a choice with different experiences. There's no should or could, I mean, should or good or bad or right or wrong. There's just different experiences. So let's take a look here and see, is it for your highest experience to look out the window or give up? So let's take a look here. So is it new beginnings or what's going on here? Well, you do have the temperance card, which is, balance and patience. So this is, continue on the path that you're on. You got two major arcana. You got the strength card, which is the courage and the strength. But this is you, your human self is the lion and the maiden. It's your higher self. And it's about connecting to your higher self and gaining clarity and strength from the inside out. And the temperance card is having patience. Answers will come. Before you know it, you're going to have clear direction. That's just going to be it's just going to be um, crystal clear. It's going to be a no-brainer type of decision that you make here. You've got the hermit card too, which, like the strength card, is about you turning inward and upward, connecting with your higher self during this time while things are going slow, because things slow down and seem to be like, okay, what's going on here? When it's time for us to step back, connect higher, and raise our love vibration. And because then that's where the clarity comes in. Things go slow when they're wanting us to alter some stuff so that we kind of are on the course of where our soul wants to go, so that we don't go off. Instead we're going here instead. So hopefully that makes sense. Is that Yesha Gooden? All right, but that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. So continue on your path for right now. Patience. Answers are coming. All right, so Tammy M, you are up next. So hello. Want to ask why your neighbor S acts in a threatening manner towards you when you run into him in the lobby. Well, stop running into him. Maybe they won't feel like you're attacking them. I'm just kidding. Bada bunk. Shh. Humor, humor. Why are you being so serious? Laugh, laugh. Let's take a look here. All right. So, we've got this chariot card, which are you running into him with your chariot, and the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is all about being true to our authentic selves, right? And the chariot card is the power of choice that comes in. It's interesting because it's um showing, with this Three of Pentacles, I normally don't see it this way, but they're showing me the mirror effect. And they're wanting to know, why do you feel threatened when you run into him in the lobby? How are you threatening yourself? What fears are inside of you? What, because their actions are just actions, but with our power of choice, we're choosing the story, the emotions, our energy, our physical actions that we're putting in there. And so this is about reflecting upon yourself and going, oh, why are these emotions coming up within me? I think I'm seeing them react in a threatening manner towards you, towards me when I run into them. But what's my energy? What's going on inside of me? Because I don't see the world as it is. I see the world as I am. So you think you're seeing these actions out there, but so much happens. Because, like, when I used to work in a call center, um, when I was learning about mirroring in my life, it was a great experience, because I remember this day that I was like, before my first break for a couple hours, I was like, "Oh my god, why are people being such jerks today? They're being sad, just being rah, 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 and short, and, like, "Well, don't you know that? Maybe" I'm just like, "Whoa," trying to help people, and they're not allowing me to help them. And it was just really like, what did I get a skill set on my phone of all the jerks? And then I took a break, and upon reflection, I was like, "Oh, I'm feeling kinda cranky today, and I'm feeling aggressive and defensive." So I reset my energy, calmed myself down, decided, I'm going to, it's going to be love and helpfulness. And the rest of the day, someone changed the skill set on my phone because I had all the wonderful people that were laughing and everything went smooth. It was beautiful, non complex questions and everything else night and day in the morning because I changed and I started seeing the world differently, and so my whole world changed. So hopefully that makes sense, but it's about looking at you. How are you? How are your emotions? How are you feeling threatened? How are you threatening yourself? What are your thoughts and beliefs that are threatening yourself, with those interactions? So hopefully that helps, Tammy. That's what they have for you right now. All right, and then young Buddha, you are up next. You wanna know why you're feeling so exhausted right now. I hear you. It's because I just ate, I'm tired, I'm ready for a nap. Let's take a look here, young Buddha. What does spirit want you to know here? Okay, what else? All right, what's going on with the tiredness here? All right. Well, you've got the 6 of Cups and the Lovers card coming in here. So the 6 of Cups has to do with, it's like childhood energy, but also past life connections here. And this Lovers card here does have to do with emotional choice, but I feel like there's something drawing you, um, emotionally into some past life, bubblings up of, lover interactions you've had in a past life. So, and these are both sixes too. You got the 6 of Cups and the Lovers card, 6 and 6. So it feels like there's some sort of energetic upgrade that's happening with your emotional energy, and with whatever's happening, with whatever's changing within you, it's giving you access at a deeper level into your emotions. And this is one, it's bubbling up emotions from this lifetime, but it's also activated your remembrance of past lifetimes that are coming into this lifetime. I'm not sure if you've noticed some different interactions with important relationships in your life, but there's this, igniting of awareness that is in the works right now that maybe you're not conscious of yet because it's happening subconsciously, but a lot of emotion. I would almost say that you've probably been dreaming like crazy and having real bizarre dreams that feel real. And I feel like your subconscious is really activated, and your dream world is one way that they're showing it coming in, emotions bubbling up. And so I feel like you're emotionally drained is where this exhaustion is coming from. So I feel like if you journal, if you spend some time in meditation about past life and um, try to emotionally recharge, and if you're, I'm sure being a young Buddha, you know how to do that. But one exciting way is to become a chalice and allow that love from above just to flow down into you and fill you up and overflow out to the world. And that's kind of like this plugging in for a battery recharge, because I feel like you, yeah, emotionally recharge. And even on the bottom of the deck here, you've got the Knight of Cups, which is emotional movement. So that confirms it for me. So all this emotional energy that's draining you. So hopefully that helps, young Buddha, and many blessings to you. All right, let's see how we got here. We just got a few more to go here. Vidi Jalan, you are up next. Hi. You want to know what message do you need to hear regarding your career for the rest of this month? Fashion, working somewhere. All right, let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit want you to know about career for the rest of this month? Okay. Wow. Just put that card back in. It came right back out with the 6 of Cups and the Moon card. There's a lot of subconscious things that are bubbling below the surface here. And this can be childlike dreams and some fears that are below the surface here. I feel like, it's this dream come true, which I feel like you've been having this, you know, fashion has been one of your interests all of your life, right? If not, what is that dream, that childhood dream that you have wanted to do and you want to bring into fruition here? Because you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is about nurturing yourself. It's about abundance and new birth, opening up into the outside world. So there is an opportunity here with connecting to that feeling of childhood dream. And when you're living your dream, you're not fearing at failing. You will do whatever it takes to live your dream, whether it is working a part-time job to make ends meet while you live your dream, or working a full-time job for a bit to save up money before you get into things. But it is definitely, you never give up on your true dream. If it's someone else's dream that they had for you, when you hit obstacles, we kind of give up on it easy because we're like, whatever, that's not my dream. I tried, but when you're living your dream, you're just going to have this excitement and you'll do whatever it takes for that here. And I feel like it's Spirit is saying, get in tune with your childhood dream energy and go, wow, this is what I wanted to do. And why don't let anything hold you back. If that's your dream, go forward, go forward, go forward with it. Right. Um, and I feel like if you are worried about money, whatever, then go get a job and then live your dream when you can until you feel like you're ready to leave that job because you can't stand it anymore because you got to live your dream, right? There's never a wrong choice. And I feel like when we're going, oh, we get all our fear about making a wrong choice or doing the wrong thing or things not unfolding. It's like follow your dream, follow your heart, and you never go wrong. We'll go off on these journeys and we'll end up back where we are. We always get pulled back to our true north. We might have distractions, we might have off-road adventures, but we always make it back to the road, back to the path. So hopefully that helps for you, VD. And that's what they have for you. So many blessings. And then Kushi Gupta, hello, hello. You want to know what is coming towards you in love? Let's take a look here. What is coming towards you in love? All right. So first, you have the 3 of Cups. So the what's coming towards you in love first is like getting your tribe, getting these 2 best friends. It's like a small group of individuals. And in that, you do with the 2 of Swords, you realize that love isn't all that what's cracked up to be. That's funny. Because among you learn from each other about, we all experience the same type of desire to find love on the outside, and we realize inside of us is where we find our love. Inside of us is where you find our fulfillment. When you end up with a small group of trusted friends, you start sharing things and you're like, you know what? You guys give me the love, the external love I'm looking for. You guys give me a lot of that. And what am I looking for as well? I'm taught, well, I'm supposed to have romantic love. I'm supposed to have this and that. But the pressure comes off when you get to know your tribe. And as you close your eyes and open your heart, which means you get out of your head of the supposed to be's, the should be's, the need to be's, the have to be's, the must be's, all these ideas of what we've been taught love is supposed to be, who they're supposed to be, who I'm supposed to be, how it's all supposed to be. But you gain this unique group of 2 friends outside of the norm of the friends you normally would get. Maybe they're foreigners, people with different beliefs, different upbringings. And it's great because all 3 of you see the thread that binds you together, but you also have such unique perspectives. You help each other grow through all this too. So it's about finding these 2 best friends that are very unique and different. And they help you see your belief systems and go, you know what? I don't need to have love. I may want it, but there's this change that happens and there's not like a desperation or a mad search for it. And I like this for you because it's like, hey, we're all going to go on vacation together, and you don't feel so lonely in life because you do have this energy of that. 3 of Cups is also your spiritual posse and support team, knowing you are never, ever, ever alone. You're always surrounded by a host of invisible beings of unconditional love and light that are supporting you. But these two physical individuals helps you not feel so lonely in the physical world, and it allows some balance to come in to your life as well. So I like that for you, Kushi. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. And then Pakistan backpackers, you are up. Hi. So you want to know what's Rahil's current feelings for Samaya? Let's take a look here, and we'll see what comes in here for you. We'll see. Of course, people's feelings are always fluctuating and different depending on their mood. So we'll look at what's their energy right now towards them. All right. Well, there is both the temperance, which is slow moving, allowing things to unfold, but they do have the 10 of cups. So there is this feeling of, wow, fulfillment emotionally and overflowing, and that they could bring emotional fulfillment. But the temperance is waiting, it's patience, it's not moving towards things. They're just allowing a natural flow to unfold between them. But they're definitely the 10 of cups is a great amount of fullness and overflowingness. And even on the bottom of the deck, we've got this four of wands, which is the marriage card that comes in here, marriage and celebration, and even the eight of cups on the bottom. Could be that they're waiting for someone, one or the other, or both are getting over walking away from emotions that don't serve them and from situations that don't serve them to move towards something more, like emotional fulfillment. So I feel like things are just slowly happening because both are kind of recovering from a breakup or from past pain, and they're making the space in their hearts and their emotions to be able to move forward with that if that resonates. But that's what I feel is coming through there, Pakistan. So many blessings to you. And then lastly, I've got Ashvin Rai, and if I missed anyone, my deepest apologies. I try to go through to make sure. But if you were before all these, make sure to check out this morning's, because I did get through a large portion this morning. These were just the ones that I hadn't gotten to this morning. Um, and I will be back in almost 2 hours for this evening's session. So if I missed you, please come back. I'll be here tonight and tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and tomorrow morning and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. After I'm done, I will pin a comment of the order in which these readings were completed as well. All right. So Ashvin, you want divine guidance for you. Any love coming towards you? Let's take a look here. Divine guidance and any love coming towards you. What do they want you to know? All right. Yeah, we had the Seven of Pentacles. So the divine guidance is that patience. Last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. So things are unfolding, things are taking their time. You do have the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So there is this newness that is coming your way, that is headed your way. New ways of looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world. And the Page of Swords is the transformation of some old beliefs that are rooted in fear that transform into capital T truths, higher wisdom and higher knowledge. Whenever you get like a love um, kind of reading and we get a patience card, it means things are going slow on purpose for a purpose for us. We're not being punished, though it might feel like it sometimes. But what's happening is that Spirit has given us the opportunity to raise our love vibration so we don't continue to do what we've. Sorry, there's a loud noise outside. So we don't continue to do what we've always done and end up with what we've always gotten. It allows us to raise our vibration higher and higher, letting go of the thoughts and beliefs that don't serve us, like that's Page of Swords, allows us to let go of emotions that no longer serve us. So there's this big release, and we allow the spatial energy of our emotions and our thoughts and beliefs to bring in that which matches that vibration of what we're really looking for. So it gives us this time to do it. Otherwise, we'd have these distractions, these lower vibrational experiences keeping pulling us back down, but it slows it down so it doesn't draw in things fast enough so we can raise our vibration. These things fall away and it draws in new things that match us instead. So I like it for you, but that's definitely the message they have for you right now, Ashvin. So there we go. Thank you guys again so much for all the thumbs up. Tells me you enjoy these free readings, so I continue to do them if they're bringing you value. And that thumbs up tells me that it is. So thank you guys for that. If you're looking for other messages, I have a ton of free content on my main page. And as I said, I will be back tonight in a couple hours. So we'll see you when we see you. And remember, as you're going throughout your journey, every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you guys. Hang in there, and we'll see you soon. Take care.